circus. Yo, you got your grand circuses today too. After you celebrate the Saturnalia and your gift exchanging and you're surfing it with your drinking, right? You also watching the games and shit, getting all into that spirit. So it's just heavy idolatry, man. Yeah. All the beers, the alcohol.
Oh man, this present world is getting ready to pass away, and you worried about them freaking football team. This shit is dope. It's repetitive. It's the same shit every year. Every season, everything. It's never ending.
Oh, and this is to keep you at bay while you're in slavery.
Yeah.
You know? This is all to keep you niggas docile in that bay while you're still in your captivity.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up is like, why do they have fucking wrestler's name? John Cena hosting the ESPY Awards today, right? So because your sports are much different than our sports. So if you don't have Vince McMahon.
Yo, yeah.
And what he was saying is, this shit's fake too.
Yeah.
Orchestrated too.
Orchestrated, yeah.
And why? Because they know the actual game and skill isn't what's appreciated. You like all the extra drama around it.
Theatrics.
Theatrics to it. They want to see, oh, it's coming out the ring, out the back. You know, you want to see that on the shit, man. They want to see that.
They want to see the fourth quarter comeback.
They want to see
all that shit. You know, they want to,
down 3-1 in the finals, come back and win. They want to see all of it. They got to orchestrate this shit to do it, and they have the power to do it right in your face. You people act like you don't see it.
Like
all in the name of entertainment.
Remember you brought up about the Rams winning the Super Bowl and Golden State winning the championship because the colors going back to Ukraine. Yeah.
Exactly. Which commemorates that green energy agenda that they got going. So, solar power, solar energy. None of that is a coincidence. That's all part of the enchantment. Got you people massively distracted. All these devils work on their moves. You can't be ignorant of Satan's devices, man.
Yeah, we're not saying to go so deep that you forget the purpose of what we're bringing this out for, that you can earn salvation or work on your salvation.
Yeah.
Come up out of
this, man.
Not to be all going deep into.
Now it's high time to wake out of sleep.
Right.
Come up out of all this shit, man. Somebody get that. Wait. Romans 13, and read all the way down to the end. Come up out of that spirit, man. What we're talking about, as long as you partaking in that and you ain't, woken from that, you're still asleep. You're in darkness. It's time to be children of the day, man. All right.
It's Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, and now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Yep, that means what? Yeah, the gospel of our salvation is being preached. All right? We're in that time. All right? The Lord is sending this prophets out to give you the warning that, hey, this place of captivity where we were brought to serve, we're getting ready to be delivered from it. Time for you to wake up out of the ways of that plantation.
Okay.
Come up out of the ways of that place. So the Lord can come and get you. But if you still sleep and you're still carrying on in that fashion, that's not going to be able to make it up out of here. Right? That's going to be here to be dissolved right along with this place. The fashion of this world pass away. It's going to pass away. He's not going to bring that spirit into the kingdom.
How can you bring this cleanly with unclean?
Exactly.
You can't do it, man. You got to first cleanse it. That's what we're doing. We're out here breaking the strongholds, cleansing, trying to cleanse your spirit, so you can work on it to make it into which we come up short, of course. But the Lord gives you benefit of the doubt to
Come.
make you clean. Go through your faith.
And the scriptures say, Paul, Apollos water, most I gave the increase.
Yeah.
As I continue in Romans 13 and 12, it says, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light.
He's telling them, because at that time, it's the height of the Roman Empire. It was all about these kind of festivities, man. Wild orgy parties, drinking parties, you know. Like in this society, they have drinking parties. And they'll get super drunk and fights break out. Or hella adultery is going on. All type of crazy shit.
Niggas have alcohol, no food.
Yeah, niggas have. Remember that back in what was that in Texas?
Hennessy
Months ago,
Fest.
They had a Hennessy Fest, bro.
You didn't get shot at?
Yeah.
But they do glad with like, what are you coming out?
Exactly.
The spirit of unity is that.
Yeah. You put spirits on you, literally. Spirits. You want to die going to an event like that. That's a nigga event, bro.
You died just in the parking lot or some shit like that.
Yeah, you
You
didn't make it.
didn't make it in there. You just.
He died in the parking lot.
You ever get to dip a chip into the cheese and shit, into the ranch or whatever? You never get to do none of that. Instead, you came here and got a bosom.
Put one high wing that.
You get to dip the wing in the ranch and
You
shit.
brought him to the Henny Fest. Got killed.
This is Romans 13.
That was what they was doing back then. There's no new thing under the sun. Alright? But I think, was it Dionysus? I think he was supposed to be the god of the grape, the god of liquor, wine. So yeah, when they was worshiping that, you had to drink. That was the requirement to worship. You gotta get faith. You gotta get over. You gotta get turned.
Yeah. You gotta lose all inhibition, all morality. Like you gotta get to that. Yeah, you gotta get to that level, man, where you black out.
Mm-hmm.
Then the demon you can work with you.
13 and 13. Let us walk.
Somebody look up Saturnalia, like somebody go into an article on it and show you like how that used to be. Because also during Saturnalia, they would go and kill Israelites too. The Romans, they'd get drunk and they would go and kill some jakes.
Romans 13 and 13. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy, but put ye on the Lord Yahushua, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof.
Saturnalia Roman festival. Saturnalia, the most popular of Roman festivals, dedicated to the Roman god Saturn. The festival's influence continues to be felt throughout the Western world. Originally celebrated on December 17th, Saturnalia was extended first to 3 and eventually to 7 days. The date has been connected with the winter sowing season. The solstice. I was just going to say that it was connected to the solstice.
Yeah.
When the final season of the year comes around.
Mm-hmm. That's it was considered the shortest day
Yep.
of the year.
Yep. The nighttime is daylight. Summer solstice is the opposite.
Yeah.
The longest daylight, you know. The date has been connected with the winter sowing season, which in modern Italy varies from October to January. Remarkably,
like the Greek Chronia, it's the liveliest festival of the year. All work and business were suspended. Slaves were given temporary freedom to say and do what they like.
Temporary yeah.
Day off on the plantation.
And certain more restrictions were eased.
Yeah, but what are they really telling you? Oh, you can be free to worship this shit today.
Yeah.
You gonna give us a day off for the Sabbath? No. How about just give us the one day of the new moon? The new moon every month. Hell no. They ain't letting that go down. You know, it's too Tennessee involved with righteousness. As long as it's involved with wickedness, they'll be all for it. National holiday the whole time.
The streets were infected with a Mardi Gras madness. A mock king was chosen. The seasonal greeting, Saturnalia, was heard everywhere.
You want to know what this is? The Christmas Day Parade? They still got that, don't they? They get rolls out this
Probably your folks out, yeah. Was it
That's
Macy's Christmas Day Parade or some shit?
Christmas Day Parade, the same, like Mardi Gras, they always pick a master of ceremony, which is pretty much the king. They get to ride around and do this shit all damn day throwing candy and beans. You know, bread and circus. You got it?
The closing days of the Saturnalia were known as Saturnalia, because of the custom of making toward the end of the festival presents of candles, wax models of fruit, waxen statuettes, which were fashioned by the sigillary of manufacturers of small figures in wax and other media.
You gotta click on that word, bro. See what that word is.
Can't click on it.
What's it called? What's the name of the word?
Sigillari.
Oh, you got it.
The cult statue of Saturn himself, traditionally bound at the feet with woolen bands, was untied, presumably to come out and join the fun. The influence of Saturnalia upon the celebrations of Christmas and the New Year has been direct. The fact that Christmas was celebrated on the birthday of the unconquered sun gave the season a solar background connected with the kalends of January 1st, the Roman New Year, when houses were decorated with greenery and lights, and presents were given to children and the poor. Concerning the gift candles, the Romans had a story that...
Why would they giving wax fruit? Because there was no real fruit. There was no real fruit growing at that time of year. Okay, so it's like a gift. What do they make that wax into? Bakery goods. You know, and sweet cakes and stuff. Okay?
Concerning the gift candles, the Romans had a story that in old prophecy they, the earliest inhabitants of Latium, sends heads to Hades and phota to Saturn. The ancient Latins interpreted this to mean human sacrifices.
Yeah.
But according to legend, Hercules advised using lights. According to said Hercules advised using lights and not human heads.
Yeah, they would light the skull. Same as Halloween, they keep the candle in the jacket, and they put candles in the skull. This shit gets bad, man. Like, when you start looking at the rituals of this shit that you guys are practicing, and you think it's innocent, but it's really not,